Hello everybody and a very happy new year. Welcome to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Moseby. Thank you for joining us for what is going to be another fantastic hour. If you enjoyed our little Christmas Day offering, no doubt you're going to enjoy what we've got up our sleeves over the course of this next hour, easing you into the new year with loads of crafty fun and well, we've got a little bloopers reel for you later, and we're also going to be bringing you a little mini awards ceremony for New Year's Eve as well. So we'll have a look at that in just a little while. But it's not just me over the course of the next hour. To be honest with you, I'm surprised that we are still here after our little Christmas song on Christmas Day. I'm surprised we haven't been snapped up by a major record company. I can't believe that we're still here, to be honest with you.
I know. I think the last time I looked, when it come to iTunes charts,
yeah.
I think we were number 46,392.
Oh, so we've moved up.
So we've moved up.
That's amazing.
We've moved up, yeah.
Yeah. One day. If you haven't yet seen the Christmas Day show, you can go back and watch it. And indeed, both Craig and I have shared that moment across our socials. You should have just left it to me. I got to number one.
Well, I don't know about that. I've got to help somewhere.
We've got lots coming up for you over the course of this hour. Hopefully you've had a brilliant festive period. You're getting ready for what is going to be a brilliant New Year's Eve. Getting ready to see in 2024.
Or Hogmanay.
Oh, Hogmanay.
Yeah, happy Hogmanay.
Is that a lot different to New Year?
No.
Ah.
So no, it's still New Year's Eve, but we'll just call it Hogmanay in Scotland.
Yeah. Over the course of the show as well, we have got 6 awards to give out, and well, this is the first award. We're going to get cracking straight away here. Be interesting to see what everyone's thought on this is. So, favourite Spectrum Noir product of the year. What are you thinking here, Craig? So we've got the tri-blends, we've got your tri-colours.
Yep.
We've got the shimmer ink pads, glitter pastes,
yep.
aqua blend pencils, or the Academy of Colour. For me, I think just simply for the amount of kind of testimonials that I've received over this side and the amount of chat, I would say probably the Academy of Colour, but I don't know what your thought is on that for product.
It's a good choice. It's a really good choice, but for me, it's always going to be tri-blends, Ben.
Really?
Tri-blends is always it's an absolute staple. It's always my go-to. I love them. I adore them. I use them all the time. And, you know, it's a good one to use off the back of Academy of Colour.
Very
maybe.
good.
But yeah, that's always going to be my choice.
What are you thinking at home then? So 6 very strong contenders for favourite Spectrum Noir product of the year. Is that the... To win this amazing, it's
Careful.
Oh, I can hardly keep it up. It's so heavy. Oh, it sounded like
it's off your green room door.
Huh?
It's off your green room door, so be careful.
It is, yes. What are you talking about? Off the top of your tree, I think. To win, it's not my tree. I still never got over that. Oh, you should wait till you're never coming around our house again after Christmas Day.
I know.
I told Laura what you said about her tree.
I know. Well, I should say as well when it comes to Debbie Fisher, what she's saying about the top of her tree. Actually, that's a good one, Debbie. You could get that one for the top of your tree.
I tell you what, though, when January the 6th rolls around, I know where Laura's going to be sticking her tree. Run. The winner of Best Spectrum Noir Product of the Year is... the Academy of Colour!
Oh, do you know who's going to be absolutely over the moon, chuffed and delighted with that? That's going to be Leanne.
Of course it is.
Because the Academy of Colour is absolutely, that's Leanne's baby. Spectrum Noir is Leanne's baby. But when it comes to the Academy of Colour, it's her idea, her thought. It's incredible, that Academy of Colour. So the fact that Leanne is going to be absolutely over the moon with that one, it's a great one. It is a good choice, really good choice.
Unfortunately, the Academy of Colour couldn't be here this evening. So I'm going to accept the award on the Academy of Colour's behalf. And I will just pop that into my little awards cabinet in the dressing room for the time being. Presentation lead of the year. Of course, that'll go alongside my Guinness World Records certificate and my roundabout named after me in Aylesbury, Buckinghamshire. Also used to have an alpaca named after me too, but sadly he passed away. Let's not bring the mood down though on New Year's Eve.
Awkward.
No. Let's move on. Let's have a look at what we have got. I'll pack him a coat and move on. To have a look at what's coming up on the show, can I just tell you, this deal is no joke. We have got the Discovery Kit. I would say as well, the most popular Discovery Kit, the blended mandalas. This is yours with a 20% saving. $9.59 is the platinum price here, or $12.79. You've got a selection, we'll have a look at this with Craig in just a little while, but a selection of your tri-blend pens in here, art liners as well, all of your artwork to be colouring in, plus you've got instructions from Baz Furnell, who I remember and know well because he was here on the first day that I arrived at Crafters TV. But that is a brilliant price for that kit. Not over-egging the pudding here. This is, I would say, the most popular alongside the comic book one that we do. As far as the Discovery kits are concerned, $9.59 is your platinum price there, $12.79. And as you can see, you get a selection of your tri-blends in there. You've got your art liners in there as well. Plus, of course, you're going to get loads of artwork for you to be able to start colouring, practice all of your blending, practice all of your colouring with your mandalas, but a fantastic deal. Again, you know what, if you've got a bit of Christmas money, looking to spend it, you can do a lot worse than that, for under a tenner if you're platinum, under $13 if you're shopping in the US. We'll have a look at that in full detail in just a little while. This next deal, wowee, a fantastic opportunity. An 80% saving on our abstract jigsaw die if you are platinum, Craig. I mean, is that a joke?
I think
$7.99 or $6.99. I've just said in my ear, we are literally giving this away. If you're platinum, it costs more to us to make that. That's an incredible buy, right?
That is absolutely exceptional. Well, we'll have a look at it just shortly, but getting that 10x8 jigsaw, it's a 44 piece, it's a big one, it's the abstract one, so it makes it a little bit more fun and quirky when it comes to putting it together. But yeah, that is, wow, you will need your large Gemini for that one. That's incredible.
Stock up on your mount board. What an opportunity that is.
I know.
We're just double checking that to make sure. Well, I tell you what, it's only here, us here New Year's, it's me and Craig, it's Johnny and Liam in the gallery again, so it'll have to be right, won't it? It'll have to be right. £7.99 or $6.39. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, everybody. The less said about that, the better, because that is a phenomenal deal. Grab it whilst you can. Right.
Someone's been on the baby sham a bit too much already.
I think they have been on the baby sham. Something probably a bit stronger than that.
Yeah, or the Bucks Fizz.
Something a bit stronger than that.
Yeah, or the, yeah.
Something a bit stronger than that. One of our shadow box dies. This is the 4x6. Look at all the metal you're getting here. This should be 40 quid. This should be $45. It's $7.99 or $8.79. Thoughts on that, please?
Wow. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. 4x6. Yeah, it's going to be great for the shadow boxes, but on the front of your cards, home decor as well. But you've got so many other elements as well to decorate the inside and the outer edges, Ben. That's crazy.
I cannot believe that. I think on a par with the deal that we've done. I mean, you're snapping both of those up, aren't you? Snapping both of those up. Happy blooming New Year, everybody. $7.99 or $8.79. An unbelievable deal. You're saving £30 or $33.96 plus whatever you then save on top of that where you are within Club Inspire. Incredible value for money. Talking of incredible value for money, what about treating yourself to the brand new, as we've been calling it, G2 Gemini Mini, because it's in the same colours as the G2. You've got a 20% saving on your Gemini Mini. Then you've got your discount if you're within Club Inspire. You're under £20. I can't, again, recall too many times where we've done the Mini for that price. It's an incredible New Year's Eve deal. $31.99 if you're shopping with us in the US and you're a platinum member. You've got the 6x3 plate size, of course, in here, so your folder size. You've got your little plastic shim in there as well. Totally portable, super duper easy to use. And these are brilliant again, Craig. I mean, for people who are getting into die cutting and embossing, might be looking at this and thinking, well, it's quite like a small machine. It's mini but mighty. And, you know, particularly if you're looking to do die cuts quickly, and also for people who love to make foam flowers, this is brilliant as well, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. Would you believe me if I said that the Gemini Mini has the exact same amount of power as the G2?
Get out of town.
Because it does. It does. It's small, but it's mighty. The only difference as well is it's not by electric. You're just then going to be hand cranking it with the actual handle, and also it's not using any plate configuration. It's a folder configuration. We will have a look at it, so you could be able to then flip and rotate the folders. All of your dies, your smaller dies, you've got so many dies that will actually work through. But whether, of course, it's your felt or whether it's going to be the flower forming, as Ben said, if you're starting off, great. Or even if you are wanting it for the kiddies, then great. But if you're an experienced crafter, it's still great because the amount of dies, as I said, that are going to go through it, you're going to find it's going to sit at your desk at the side and you're going to use it time and time again.
As a wise man once said, this is simplicity without electricity.
Oh, I didn't think it was that wise, but...
As a wise-ish man once said... It is though.
As a guy with no wisdom once said...
You didn't say it, I said it.
Oh, you're on fire!
Grab it whilst you can, 1919, 31,
Suits you,
99. Oh, suits you, sir. Oh, this is a totally unbelievable deal. Again, saving £15 or $17. $15.99 for the deluxe tote case. $18.26 if you're in the US. Now, this is the deluxe. It is a beautifully designed tote, as you can see. It looks the absolute biz. This is basically a tote that you can pretty much put half your craft room in, is it not? You can get so much in here.
Well, Debbie Robinson puts more than half her craft room in that.
I set them up. You knock them down.
Yes. And would you believe me, Ben, if I say that if you took out those central compartments...
I knew you were going to say this.
Loop,
Yeah.
guess what machine will fit in there?
What are you going to get in there? What?
Your junior.
I'm coming over. I'm coming over. I'm coming over. I'm
You're
bringing the
come
tote.
over.
We want to see it.
You
we
do
want
it.
to see.
You bring it over.
We want to
I'm
see.
going to lean over. I'm going to then get our junior. You can take the compartments out then.
Yep.
We'll bring in our junior.
Okay. That's the nice thing about this as well. You've got that configuration to take out the central compartments.
You do.
Oh, sorry.
Just about. And then...
Come on. There's even more room to pop stuff on top of it as well. It doesn't take up all the space on
I'd
top.
fit in here as well. Shall we try?
Isn't it brilliant though? Do you know what I love about this as well? And you use Debbie as a prime kind of example here. This, you can put so much stuff in, so it is going to get heavy. I love the fact that you've got those cushion handles, so it's not going to dig into your hands when you're carrying it around. Nice
Well,
and
that's
sturdy.
it, you know, because, you know, you've got nice smooth hands. You want to keep them nice and smooth. You're
Never
a hand
done
model.
never done a hard day's work in their life, my hands.
You can tell you're never in the garden. But then that one, nice, it's strong, but as you say, it's nice and soft when it comes to the handles. When it comes to all the way around, you've got your additional pockets as well. You've then got your zip pockets. So if you are using it for your junior, you can then, of course, put your the plugs in there if you want to.
Hello. Jigs again! Jigs again! Hello! Happy New Year!
Reminds me, you know the knockers on... no, bear with me. The knockers on the Labyrinth, on the door. You've never seen the Labyrinth? Yeah, but the knockers. You know when she has to choose what door, what one she's going to knock? What one, yeah.
Is that that's the bit when they're like, one tells the truth and the other tells a lie, isn't
Yes,
it?
that's it,
I
yeah.
remember that bit with the knockers, yeah.
Yeah, two big knockers on that door. But you can do that.
Shall I take this back?
Yeah, you take that back.
I'm getting a bit of a sweat on.
Yeah. I'll take that one out.
Okay,
it's good.
Yeah, you carry on talking. I'll just. How great of a deal is that, Craig?
Really good deal. So if you want to then, of course, go out onto the, if you're out in craft crops, if you want to, or maybe you just want really good one. If you've got a little baby, if you've got a little toddler, you're out and about and you want to do that, you know, pop the nappies in there, the wipes in there, bottles in there, things like that. Doesn't just have to be for crafting. It's all wipeable as well.
There you go. And also, I know you were joking about gardening, but if you do stuff like that, gardening or like your tools and stuff, you can pop in there. It's not just a crafty tote. You can pop loads of different tools in there as well. Don't knock it. $15.99 is your platinum price on that, or $18.26. Last deal on this show. And you know, we've popped together, I think, some not loads of deals, but the deals that we have popped together are insanely good. Like this craft mat as well, self-healing cutting craft mat for $5.59 or $10.76. $12.99 or $24.99 is what you should normally pay. So it's the big craft mat. You've got your imperial and also your metric on this, of course, as well. You've got your cutting angles too if you like to do things like your Softcraft. And the good thing about this, of course, the fact that it's self-healing. If you are using things like your craft knife, for example, or if you're into your Softcraft, your rotary cutter is going to take on this nice and easily as well. So whatever your craft is, or perhaps you do a little bit of both, this is a great saving, over 45% on another craft room essential, just £5.59 or $10.76. Some brilliant, brilliant deals right across the show. I would be highlighting and saying to you, snap up the deal that we've got on the shadow box dies, snap up the deal on that Jigsaw die as well, because I tell you what, I've never seen prices like that before. And also the Discovery Kit. What a great opportunity to dip your toe in the water with the blended mandalas kit that we've got for you here. Just £9.59 or $12.79 on this kit. And it is, Craig, isn't it? A great gift idea, or as I said, maybe New Year's resolution, you said, right, I do a lot of paper crafting, don't do a little colouring, I'm going to get into colouring this year. These Discovery Kits are a great way of kind of dipping your toe in the water, aren't they?
Yeah, they really, really are. Yeah, you've got all the essential tools that you want and you need when it comes to the colouring. These ones are based around some of the tri-blends, 3 of the tri-blends. You've got your art liner as well, your how-to guide, and then you've got some colouring sheets as well. So you were saying at the start there, Ben, it's from Baz Fornell here. So he's put all these together when it comes to the mindful mandalas, and this one being the blended mandalas. If we open it up, what you've got inside, so going back to what you were saying then, Ben, about gifts, absolutely perfect for gifts. Or if you do want to do colouring, if maybe you're away for a couple of days, if you have to spend a little bit of time in the hospital, as I have in the past, Ben, it's the blended mandalas that I always have within my case with me, because you don't need a lot, but it's nice, it's mindful as well. So whatever you're going through, happy times, sad times, it's nice just to take your mind off when it comes to colouring. When it comes to the actual tri-blends, what you're going to get within these ones, you're going to get 3 of them. True Blue blend, you're also then going to get the Lime Green blend, and then you're also then going to be getting the Coral blend. Now, to say, Ben, that these aren't brand new colours, so if you've got your tri-blend collection, you'll be familiar with these, but what's great about this is you don't have to cherry pick colour and mediums from your craft room if you're going out on to a little holiday or vacation or that. You just need to take the box and everything's there. You've got your 2 art liners, one of them is 0.3mm, and then your second one that you get as well is 0.1, so it's really quite fine. And the reason you get the fine ones is because it's going to work with the sheets that you've got pre-printed on top quality alcohol card with the ink as well. But when it comes to discovering the blended mandalas, you've got your guide here. And this is where you get to meet Baz. It's knowing your tools, so knowing your tri-blends. On the opposite side as well, a continuation from knowing your tools. You've then also got simple blending, the way that you're going to blend when it comes to the mandalas. Step-by-step guide about the light source. Where would the light source be? So it's really, really comprehensive when it comes to straightforward, step-by-step techniques. There's nothing overcomplicated. Really just reined it in with the key steps that you need. And then once again, you've got more about that step-by-step when it comes to the light source, where you're building up that colour, as you start to build it up in that 3D dimension that you've got when it comes to each of the designs. So I thought, what we can do is, when it comes to the actual sheets, you've got 6 of them.
Oh, nice.
And then half of them have got printed mandalas on there already for you.
Yeah.
The other half, if you've got stamps and alcohol ink you want to then start to use as well, a little bit of a practice, you can absolutely do that. Maybe you want to do a little bit of a doodle and draw your own, you can absolutely do that.
Absolutely.
And if you're wanting to do that, use your art liners. But the art liners, they're magic. They're alcohol and water-based. So if you want to use water-based items after, you can use the pen with them. But these are great for your alcohol base because you can do your alcohol colouring. Neither way will bleed. So that's where you would use and do your doodling with your art liner. But let's come in with the actual tri-blend. What I would say is bring in a little bit of scrap cardstock. If you're familiar with our tri-blend and the actual blending, you want to have something underneath to capture the ink. Now, when I say inexpensive card, Ben, it could even be like a bill, something like that.
Do it on a bill.
Bit of junk mail.
Yes.
Use something like that.
I love that.
Alcohol pens will bleed. If you go onto a porous surface, it can start to pool and then bleed back into your image, which you don't want. So therefore, putting something like your scrap cardstock or a bill or an old envelope, something like that, so that's going to capture the ink and stop it from seeping through. But if we bring back in this guide here, So if we're bringing it back in where you've got the actual, you can see the light bulb, that's giving you that indication as to the light source. Now, you're not necessarily going to come in with a light bulb and just stick it in front of you to give that visual. What that can be, you can use anything, absolutely anything. And what I mean by that is, I've just got a pot of our Gilded Wax here, Ben.
Okay.
And I'm just going to put that to the top. And the reason I'm doing that is visually for me, that is where the light sources come in. So
I see.
it could be that, it could literally be your tape dispenser, anything.
Use anything,
it's just
yeah.
as a visual so that you can see where that light source is going to be.
Gotcha.
Could be a pen mark, anything. So once you've got that, let's just use that because it's nice and rounded. Then you're going to start to follow the steps that Baz has given you when it comes to that guide here. I'm going to pop that into the top here. And for this one, I'm going to go in and I'm going to start with the lightest. So this one is your light green. So we're going to go in and we're going to start to then colour around.
How long, if you were to sit and do this from start to finish, I mean, just out of interest, how long would it take to colour that in?
If you're wanting to do it and get the same look that Baz has done, for me personally, Ben, I would do it over a couple of days.
Oh, okay.
This isn't something that I would rush. I would not rush this one. If you want to colour these in the kind of traditional blended form that you're used to when it comes to tri-blend, a couple of hours, if that. But if you're wanting that same look, that same technique, it's about building, blending, but it's coming in with things such as your art liners to create the additional detail. So as I said before, you've got that option, but this isn't something that I would be rushing, Ben. I would take my time, maybe do a little bit one night, then another bit another night, just over sections by sections. And then for this is where round here it's going to be darker because, of course, you're not going to get that light source round the actual circular area. And then all that we'd be doing, again, is I'm just referring back to the guide within the first step.
Yeah.
So now that I've gone in with my light source of my light pen, because for me, essentially what I'm thinking is that is then kind of priming my cardstock. So I'm able to come in now with that darker tone. So that darker tone is then going to come all the way around underneath that circular object. And we're going to then go in and blend that in. So we're simply blending as we go around. We're going to then work our way back up. I'm going to come down maybe about 2/3 of the way. And then we're just going to keep laying that down. We want to get that heavy colour. And then I'm going to stop there.
Okay.
I'm then going to go and change into my mid-tone now.
Yeah.
So we're going into the mid-tone. This one, I'm just crossing over onto that dark tone.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to blend out as far to that light source there.
Yeah.
And again, let's cross over to blend that out. Don't need to touch that underneath there because I've got no light source.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just going to do exactly the same, blending that one out up until as far as that light source has ended. And then I'm going to go back now to that light tone. We're going to finish that off. We're just going to cross over ever so slightly and we're going to blend that out.
Yeah.
Blending that in. We're going to do the same again when it comes to that next section. We're just going to add that in, blend that out. And you can see how you're starting to get that roundness from around that circular. If you want to go back into that mid-tone again and blend a little bit more, you can always do that. Always remember though, the lighter the pen, the more it's going to bleach out the colour. So I wouldn't necessarily go right back over that dark tone with the light tone, because then that's going to bleach that out. So that's going to make it even lighter. So just keep that one in mind. But we can go in, blend those little bits out that you can see here, and then you're starting to then build up that depth.
That's so good.
Do this circular one that we've got here, right into the middle here. So therefore, my light source is going to bounce off the top, but it's also going to capture just underneath the bottom there. Yeah. So therefore, for this one, we're going to do the same here. So if I'm going to colour the whole lot in that light tone, because this is, as I like to call, priming my cardstock. So going in with the light tone, and then this time, we're going to go into the top there with that dark tone. And I'm only going to rock back and forwards, but I'm going to do the same underneath, Ben. We're going to go underneath, rock back and forwards. We're then going to then jump into that mid-tone. We're going to blend that out
Yeah.
And we're just crossing over. And even in really small areas, just, blend in the best that you can do. Blending that out, and then we're just going to go into the middle with that light tone, and we're just going to finish that off by blending that in, and then we can start to see that roundness. I'm just going to go in just a little bit more with that dark tone. The alcohol will evaporate, so it'll start to blend that little bit more, so don't worry or don't panic. But you can see within that one, as you start to blend them out, you're starting to build that up by following the sources within the step-by-step guides. But then these are the sorts of things that you can then be doing as well. So as you start to build simple mats and layers, maybe going in with a sentiment, that's the one that I've done there, used a different colour.
So 3D.
So 3D. But you're starting to then come in with accent details with the two art liners that you've got here. Here's another one. Kind of the same one that I've done there, but how it starts to look as you blend them in, build them in, aren't they absolutely fantastic? And you're going to get all that incredible look and result for $9.59 or $12.79, Ben, platinum.
I love that. And just a little bit of a taste of the things that you can achieve with these discovery kits. What a brilliant deal on that. So you've got 6 lots of your marker paper, you've got your coral blend, light green blend, and your true blue blend, and as far as your tri-blends are concerned, then you've got your 2 art liners included in there as well. You know what, New Year's Eve, New Year's resolutions, maybe it is to try something a little bit different, as I say, if you do perhaps a lot of card making, you don't really touch the colouring too much, this is a great in for you. It really is, and gives you a little bit of a sample of how good the tri-blends are and why he loves his tri-blends so much as well. They are brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Pens to go for, and at $9.59 or $12.79 if you're platinum, it is almost like a try me price today. But give that a go. I think you will absolutely love colouring with your mandalas. Going to come on to have a look at our jigsaw in just a little while. However, it is our New Year's show, and we are doing our best of, our awards ceremony, if you like. That's why we're all suited and booted. I must say, you're looking very smart over there this evening, sir.
Yeah, so are you.
Oh, thank you.
Good catch, good catch.
Yes, good stuff.
Like
next,
mine not?
What?
Thanks.
No, what?
I gave you a compliment there, saying a good catch there. You're a good catch.
Oh, and
you just dissed me there.
I said you're looking good. You're a great catch.
Yeah, but I went one step further.
Oh, well, you are. I mean, how you've not been caught already? If anyone wants to catch their very own Craig, studio at crafterscompanion.co.uk, we're giving them away for New Year.
You can't even give me away.
Hashtag not really. Oh, you stop it, you stop it. He's the most eligible bachelor in craft, isn't he?
I thought this was blind date.
Oh no.
Oh, right. Oh.
We're going to talk about next the best machine.
That's me.
Yeah, he's a machine. Now this is going to be a toughie. So. Yeah. We'll add a 6th one on here. Are you going to vote for the Gemini Mini machine? Do you think it could be the Gemini MIDI machine? Do you think it could be the Junior machine? Do you think it could be our G2 machine? Do you think it could be the vacuum machine? Or could it be Craig Laird, our very own love machine? It's just a love machine. You can't. Yeah, he's not really in the running. But what are you thinking at home, Craig? I mean, I think I know what you're going to say, but go for it.
The 6th one.
You can't vote for yourself. Now, out of the real machines.
The real machines. What were our choices again?
Oh, he's got too wrapped up in himself there. Look, there you go.
Yeah, definitely the Junior.
Yeah. Why?
It's always going to be the Junior.
Why?
I just love it. As much as, of course, I've got the G2 and I use the G2 and I love the G2. It's just something, I feel like it's my baby. I've used it right from the start there and I still use it to this day. I just love the size. I love what you can do. I just absolutely love the machine.
For me, I think it's a bit of a difficult one, this, because obviously I love the MIDI, so I would obviously have a vote there. But then you've got to look at the G2 and all of the upgrades that's been giving everybody this year, and also as a little bit of a, in the back door, the old vacuum. Oh. He's only just arrived on the scene, hasn't he? Just now, he's got into the vote by the skin of his teeth. So what's it going to be? I'm going to go. You've gone for your favourite, Junior. I've got to go for the MIDI, haven't I? Got to go for the MIDI. What you're thinking at home, though, what you're thinking is the winner of the best machine. Well, I can tell you, the winner of best machine is the Love Machine. No, it's not. It's the Gemini 2. Had to be, didn't it?
Yeah, to be fair.
Do you look a little bit disappointed over there?
Yeah. I really thought it was going to be me. Sorry, I mean the Junior. Really thought it was going to be the Junior. Good machine, though. Good machine.
It's a great machine with all of those upgrades, of course. And unfortunately, the G2 can't be with us. He's very busy with Craig over that side of the studio. So I will make sure that the G2 gets his award as well. Right, we are halfway through your New Year's extravaganza. Let's have a look at, well, I mean, simply craziness.
Crazy.
Eve. The abstract jigsaw die, 10 by 8, 44-piece jigsaw puzzle, $7.99 instead of 50 quid. It's $6.39 instead of $40. What an absolutely insane deal on this one. Multimedia, of course, as well. If you're grabbing this, when you grab this today, stock up on your mount board because you can legitimately make. You know the jigsaw puzzles that you buy in toy shops? You can make jigsaw puzzles just as good as those, but print off your own pictures. Get the kids to, draw pictures and paint pictures and make jigsaw puzzles out of their creations. What a deal this is great. I can't get over it.
I really, really can't get over it. When Johnny and Liam in the gallery, they were saying it, and it is absolutely the God's honest truth. For platinum price, it costs more than that to make it.
Yeah.
It's a thick metal. It's a multimedia die, multi-craft die. I love the fact it's the abstract one. Now, when it comes to the other jigsaws that we've done, it's kind of like a traditional jigsaws. Now, they're fun, and you can have a lot of fun. You can then print out pictures when it comes to baked beans or Brussels sprouts or anything like that. And then, of course, make your jigsaws from those. But you can then have fun with your pattern paper as well. You can do things such as your own creative background with your inks and that as well. But to use your jigsaws, to actually make them into usable jigsaws, and you can do them as gifts and that as well, best thing to use is your mount board.
Yeah.
So your mount board, what you're then going to do, Ben, is you're going to take your photo or your pattern paper or whatever it is, apply your Collal tacky glue onto the back thinly, you don't need a lot, and then press it onto the mount board and then let it dry. Half an hour would be fine. Anything that needs dry, I always say overnight is the best.
And does it have to be the tacky glue?
So I would recommend, highly recommend the tacky glue.
Yeah.
You can use the permanent sprays. Sometimes it can then just come away at the edges sometime between the paper and then the mount board. I would try and not use our double-sided adhesive sheets. That's adding extra thickness, and then you've got that additional layer in the middle as you're cutting that stays sticky the whole time. The best one's going to be your tacky glue, quite thinly on the back of your photo or your paper, then onto your mount board. Leave it, if you can overnight, great, at least half an hour for you to then run through, and then of course that's you good to go. And I thought, let's do it. Let's run it through. And I thought, I often joke, Ben, about, if there's a gift that you want to make for someone like the uncle, the grumpy uncle or someone like that, and you want to then print out a picture of popcorn or baked beans, something funny like that.
A lawn.
Or why not just die cut into white mount board and then give that them as a gift?
That would be for the grumpiest of uncles.
Yeah, it would be. It would be. So all that you need to imagine is that you've got a picture or something already attached to the mount board.
Yeah.
What you then do is put your die over the top. You'd be putting it over your picture. And then when it comes to the G2 or the OG Gemini, it does need to be the actual A4 size, because as you can see, it does not fit when it comes to your Junior. It needs to be your A4. Because it's your multimedia die, multi-craft die, what you need to do, Ben, is you need to take out your magnetic shim, because there's extra thickness there. So you need to counterbalance it. So it's base plate, it's your mount board, and then your jigsaw, frosted shim, and then it's going to be our top plate. We're going to then line that up, and then we're going to feed that through.
And it needs to be one of your bigger machines, right?
Sorry?
It needs to be one of your bigger machines.
It has to be your A4 machine, yeah. You can use it as long as it's A4 size. You can use it with other A4 die cutting machines. Refer to the manual for what they say when it comes to multi-craft dies, multimedia dies. Don't worry about that sound. I'm using brand new plate. So it's a brand new die into a brand new plate. So don't worry about that. And
new plate.
Exactly,
That's what it is.
You will get indentation into your plate, but again, don't worry, that is normal. So if you're new to crafting, you think I've damaged my plate, you're thinking, oh my God, what have I done? Don't worry about it. You will get the indentations. The key thing is flip and rotate
Flip
your
and
plates
rotate, yeah.
every single time. That's going to last them a lot longer. If you do that, actually, your cutting plates are going to last 3 times as long. And then all that we're going to do is we're going to take these ones out, take our tape off the top here, and then what we've then got is we've then, Ben, got an actual physical, usable jigsaw.
Do you like jigsaw puzzles?
I like them, but I don't do them.
Oh, do you not?
No.
I did one the other day, actually. Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, it only took me a week. I was really, really chuffed. Said 3 to 5 years on the box.
Oh, I was just looking out the corner of my eye to you, Ben, because I thought there's a joke coming here.
New Year, same gags, Johnny, it's just said in my ear. Oh dear. Yeah, they'll not get any better for 2024, I'll guarantee you that. They'll keep coming, but they'll be the same. Look at that though.
Look at that.
That's brilliant.
Look at that. And then what you can then do is then you can come along, just pop it together.
Yeah, now Craig, funny you should say that. As a special New Year's treat for you, we've got a 5-minute clock we're going to put up on the screen in 5, 4. Can you imagine?
Can you imagine? Notice how I popped them out in the same form that they were in the actual die. But then, as I say, you've got that actual usable jigsaw, so that could be then a gift. What about if it is a photo, maybe of the grandparents and the grandchildren, and then make a card. On the front of the card, have the actual photo, and then on the jigsaw, inside the little pocket or inside the little box that you make, you know that you can then make, of course, that jigsaw. That jigsaw they can follow from the picture on the front, but then when you actually pop it into a little cello bag or into a little gift bag, mix it all up and then give it to grumpy uncle or grumpy auntie.
Why do you keep looking at me when you say grumpy uncle?
I don't know,
Every time
actually,
he's going, give it to a grumpy uncle. And then he looks at me.
And then just leave them as a white jigsaw for them to, lose their head up.
Now, no word of a lie as well. Like, you know how much they cost. If you send these off to companies here in the UK, certainly, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, it cost me 40 quid, £40. But look what you can do for £7.99 or £6.99 plus your mount board, of course. But that's incredible. That's brilliant.
It's brilliant, isn't it? So you don't even have to use them as a way or as a creative jigsaw, as an actual jigsaw. What about using it as a project? Scrapbook page, you can see there, Sarah and her dad there. I always like when we just take a little piece just off the edge there. Yeah. It works a treat. Keeping it simple, but a nice way of using the jigsaw die. Super cute.
Talking of, awards, that I'm awarding this one the Best Deal of the Night award. That one, £7.99 or £6.39 platinum price. These will be flying out the door. You're saving 40 quid, $32. Incredible value for money. If you want to grab yours, make sure you do it tonight whilst we've got that amazing price. Right. Back onto the awards. Award number 3 on our New Year's Eve awards. Best adhesive. Oh, that perked him up over there. So you could be voting for your dotty tape pen.
No.
Foam on a roll.
No.
I haven't asked you yet. Hang on. Foam pads.
Yay! Woo, 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 woo.
Chunky glue. Chunky 3D glue.
No.
Don't ruin it, because I've got to ask you what you're going to vote for in a minute, or you can vote for your all-purpose.
Foam pads for me.
That's just that. So, Craig, I wonder which one you would vote for in this category and why.
Ooh, that's a tough one. Oh, foam pads. I love the height, I love the dimension, I love how you can make and use them and then send them straight away. You don't need to let them dry. You can chop them up as well if you've got your larger ones. I just think they're an absolute essential, and then they do create that wow to your card or your project by giving it that extra lift.
I do love a tape pen. I think the dotty tape pens are fantastic, but also, you know me, love a bit of the old, but it's given me New Year, no song, apparently. I'm going to go dotty tape pen. You're going for foam pads?
Yes.
Well, what are you thinking at home? What are you thinking? I can tell you've got the award lined up, ready to go. Let's find out which adhesive has won Best Adhesive. It is... Yay! Foam pads! Woo, 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 woo.
Go foam pads.
Have you been...
Go foam pads. Go foam pads. Go foam pads.
You've been fixing the votes? How many times did you vote? Come on. How many? How many times did you vote?
It's probably all my votes.
Foam pads there. Someone's very, very happy.
What one?
What?
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 What one?
What?
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 Yeah.
What?
Woo!
Woo! Foam pads.
Yay!
Foam
Say it again.
pads.
Say it again.
Foam pads.
Oh, yeah.
Foam pads.
Oh, gives me shivers.
Right, moving swiftly on this New Year's Eve extravaganza. Let's have a look at our mini but mighty machine. By the way, still to come, 3 more awards to bring to you, and also our little New Year's Eve wrap-up video as well, which I think you're going to absolutely love, with some of the best bits, some of the bloopers as well. What about a mini though to kickstart your new year? Maybe you're new to us. Maybe you found us today. Maybe you're thinking about starting a new hobby for the new year. New year, new craft maybe. Well, you'll need a die cutting and embossing machine, and a great way to get into that is our Gemini Mini. Inexpensive, but you're still going to get the power and the precision that you would expect from a bigger electronic machine in miniature. No complicated plate configurations with this. Simply got your folder, your shim, and your really brilliant little machine, which you're going to use that hand crank on. Totally portable, easy to use, and a 20% saving tonight as well. $19.19 is your platinum price, $31.99. And the brilliant thing about this is, it is easy to use. You're not going to have to plug it in anywhere. So as a wise man once said, this really is simplicity without electricity. Craig.
Nice. Love that one. Absolutely. Yeah, this has got the most incredible amount of power. It's the same power, as I said at the start of the show, when it comes to, of course, the G2. But even when it comes to using it, you've got really strong suction underneath the bottom there. So then that means if you are going to be using it, you're in a small place, you're onto a tabletop or a glass mat, something like that, you know that it's going to be nice, it's going to be sturdy as well when using it. Now, when it comes to embossing folders, because we do have embossing folders that you can pop through them. If it's a 2D embossing folder, card in the folder, pop the folder on this purple shim that you get included as well. And in actual fact, because it's the mini one with the raspberry, your one will actually come as a raspberry colour. But you pop the folder onto the actual shim and then you just run it through. If you've then got a 3D embossing folder, so maybe you've been following my tutorials when it comes to the advent calendars this year, where we've got some folders in those. 3D folders, you don't need anything. Pop the card in the folder, and then run it through. But then when it comes to die cutting, as you said, Ben, there's no plates, there's no plate configuration, it's folder based. Now, when we say with our actual plates, flip and rotate, that goes for the folder as well. So flip and rotate them, and this is going to last you a lot longer if you flip and rotate. They will start to bend and buckle and banana, it's normal, it will happen, but as long as you then start to, of course, flip and rotate them, they'll last you a lot longer. But then you're going to come along with
because over time they will bend, buckle, and banana.
They will do. You're just going to pop your die in there, and then we're just going to then actually close that over, and then we're going to run that through. So we're going to run that through, and then it's because of the pressure that you're using over time that will then potentially make it bend, buckle, and banana. But then what we need to do is we just need to then just pop that out, and then we're just going to flick all these little bits out.
That's the slowest I've ever seen you crank that.
I thought I'll go nice and smooth and slow for that one.
He's got the world record. He's the fastest cranker.
When it comes to the Mini,
And the MIDI.
And the MIDI, I like to go fast.
The fastest cranker in craft.
You have to be careful how we say that,
No, God, dear. His hands are a blur when he gets going, I tell you what.
So, right, let's do that just in a second. Let's just...
You can add that to your little your profile. Craig Laird, love machine, fastest cranker in craft.
No bending, buckling or banana with me.
Won't bend, buckle or banana.
So it die cuts like a dream, but then if you are, let's just quickly, let's run that through. So if we go through, so I'm just going to start that off.
Go on, go fast, go on.
And then we're going to go...
Oh, a little stumble, but you still got it, look.
Still got it in the end. So you don't need to do it that quick, of course. But incredible machine. It's one that you're going to be using time and time again. Even if you've got the G2, for me, it sits just at the side of me. And if I've got my smaller die, smaller sentiment, smaller flower forming, I just bring it in and then run it through.
Yeah, like you touched on there, do you know what? I sort of said that this would be a great machine to get started with, but actually, as Craig's kind of illustrated there, it's a great kind of partner in crime with one of your electronic machines, because you don't always need to use an electric machine. You don't always need to, set that all up. If you just need like a quick die cut, like we said, particularly if you're doing things like your flour forming, this is absolutely perfect. And what a deal! What a deal for New Year's Eve! 20% you're saving. Platinum price comes down to £19.19 or £31.99. As I say, if you're new to us again and you want to pick that up for that price, make sure that you sign into Club Inspire. It's free to do, take you a couple of minutes max, and you'll get 20% off your first order. Now it is time for our fourth of 6 awards this evening. And we're going into the realms of best Softcraft. So your first one is your, we could do it back here, couldn't we? Your heat erasable pens. Second one is just the builder block system in general. Your third is your rotary cutter. Next is that zips on a roll? Yes. And the fifth one is your screw punch. For me, again, I would say from the comments that I've had on the Softcraft shows that I've done, got to be the builder block, I think, for the ease that's given so many people and got so many people into doing Softcraft, making full quilts with precision. It's a time saver as well. So I've got to put the builder block up there. What are you thinking?
Heat erasable pens.
I knew you were going to say that.
And magic.
Yeah. Great for your template library, aren't
Yeah,
they?
well, I used them when we done our Christmas Day special last week. I used them for the cracker.
Okay. So you're going heat erasable pens.
I am.
I'll stick with builder block. What are you thinking at home? Your Softcraft product of 2023. Rotary cutter could be in with a shout there. Zips on a roll. Always need zips. But there can only be one winner. And the winner of best soft product is...
Yes!
Hey! Do you know what? I think, again, the reason for that win is the fact that they have kind of crossed over now, haven't they, into papercraft. So many papercrafters use these heat erasable pens as well. So well done to the pens. We shall pass that award on. 2 more awards still to come before the end of the show. Couple of deals to remind you of. Like we said, not stacked out in deals over this hour, but the deals that we have got are absolutely incredible. The deluxe tote case at a smashed down price. You're saving £15, $17. If you're platinum, you're at £15.99 or $18.26. This is like the queen, the king of our totes. So much room in here. As you can see, you've got pockets galore all the way around the outside. And then on the reverse, as we showed you a little bit earlier on as well, you do have that zip compartment as well. You can get plenty in there. That is a capacious pocket. Zip it all up. And as we showed you on the inside as well, whilst you do have the ability to be able to keep those tabs in there, so you can kind of like compartmentalize items within the actual bag itself, you can take those out. They're just on that hook and loop for you, so you can create a really, really big space. And as we showed you a little bit earlier on, big enough to get in your Gemini Junior. So it is a huge, huge tote when it comes to space. And of course, you've got those comfy handles as well, so it's not going to dig into your fingers if you pack this as tightly as our Debbie Robinson does. That is $15.99 or $18.26 if you're a platinum member. And also, a lot of people have been interested in the cutting mat as well, the 12 by 18 cutting mat with the self-healing quality. So again, if you're using things like we saw that rotary cutter just a few moments ago, if you're using your craft knife, this is the one to go for because you've got that self-healing quality about it. It's a nice size, and of course, you've got your metric and imperial measurements on there too, plus your angles if you like to use it for your Softcraft too. It is a 45% saving, less your Club Inspired discount, so you're at £5.59 if you're platinum or $10.76 if you're shopping in the US. Okay, it is time for another award. We are rattling through this show. It's absolutely flying over. Oh my goodness me. Favourite Crafters TV show. Whew, I mean, take your pick from that. What are you thinking at home? Craig, go on, I'll let you go first here. What is your favourite show to be part of?
We know what one it is.
Go on.
Cartload.
Is it Cartload?
Cartload's my favourite.
Okay,
Cart
why
Load is
so?
my favourite show. I love the fast pace. I love the deals that you get. And what I find when it comes to quick demos on Cartload with myself, it pushes me that little bit further because I have to really think on the spot as to what I can do to show you how to use that product. So that's why I love Cartload.
Just get the nominees up again. Can we have a look at the nominees once again? I know Cartload was there. That is up there with my faves. Launch day. I always love a new launch because that's an exciting show. Colour Me Happy, love a bit of colouring. Softer Side, of course, always fun. We've got an award-winning show in there as well with the Craft Along and, of course, Wake Up Call, which is kind of like your preview show. There's some toughies there. I'm doubling up with you here. I think, as much as I love a launch day and I love a Craft Along, it's got to be Cartload for me, I think.
Yeah, just love it.
I'm going to Cartload. What are you thinking at home? What's your favourite show out of those 6? Well, there can only be one winner. And out of those 6, I can announce that the award for Best Show 2023 is Launch Day!
I'm going to give you that one. New products.
That's it. And we've had plenty of those, haven't we, over the course of the year? Loads of brand new launches and lots of brand new launches coming your way in 2024 as well.
Can't wait till you guys to see what we've got coming.
We have just got a few moments to very quickly show you the shadow box deal that we've got. This is an incredible deal. It's a 4x6. This is a £40, $45 deal that you're paying just $7.99 or $8.79 for. I mean, so much metal for your money here. And this is going to allow you to create that shadow box. Great for things like, I always think these pair up really nicely with like your foam flowers, Craig, these, don't they?
Really, really good idea. And in actual fact, here's 2 examples here, Ben, when it comes to one with the flower forming and one just going in with your pattern paper. So that's what it's going to make, that size, 4x6. So if you want to inlay with your pattern papers, pictures, backgrounds, you want to use it as home decor when it comes to flower forming, then of course you can do. But it comes like this. So you will need your large die cutting machine, Ben. So whether it's a Gemini or another brand, you will need your larger die cutting machine. But all the edges around the side, you can change them.
Okay.
So all these ones, where you see that decorative edge, once you form it, it's completely plain. It's you choose how you want it to look with all of these decorative edges. But then what you've got is your inner panel as well. Should you choose to use it, you don't have to use it. You've then got, it's kind of like an Art Deco effect, and you've got 4 different corners as well. Really good for lovely 4x6 cards, smaller cards if you want to. But it's such a great set, so dimensional, but again, you just need your normal plate configuration with your Gemini. Yeah,
and like you said, a lot of the dies, especially that inner die that you showed us, and then those corner dies as well, you'll be using those, of course, within your shadow box products, but then you'll also be using those within your cards making projects as well. So a very versatile set. That is a ton of metal for your money. It really, really is. Pay £40 potentially tomorrow, $45, or on this show, our New Year's Eve extravaganza is £7.99 if you are platinum, or $8.79. Whoa, what a show this has been. What a show as we get ready to launch our way into 2024. Let's finish on an award. Well, I can't wait to hand this over to the messiest crafter. Look at Craig's face, he can't believe he's on there. So who's the messiest? Is it Craig? Is it Debbie Fisher? Is it Debbie Robinson? Is it Sarah? Or is it Corinne? Now, what are you thinking, Craig, out of that lineup? It's like something like a crime watch,
well, I don't need to think about it. It's Sarah. Sarah, she's the worst.
Do you think?
Yeah. I would say Sarah.
Yeah.
If it was last year, I maybe would have said Debbie Robinson, but she's been so good.
She's turned over a new leaf, hasn't she?
Everyone's good apart from Sarah. Such a mess.
I know you're always fairly tidy.
Maybe not on the floor with all my bits and foam pads and that. But I do sweep.
You do? Debbie, I always see sweep. Like you say, Debbie Fisher. Debbie Robinson, I think, has turned over a new leaf this year. She's always very good at kind of tidying things up as well. And I know Corinne's very tidy. For me, I've got to double up with you here. There can be only one. There can be only one. It's got to be Sarah, surely. Hasn't it? What are you thinking at home? Messiest crafter of the year. It's got to be. It's got to be.
Yes! There we go. That's going to be in the Daily Mail on tomorrow.
The question is it you or I that's going to be taking that to her office when she's back in on the 2nd and going, well done, Sarah.
You can do it.
I'll do it. Yeah.
You can do it.
Thank you. Is
that them all?
That's all of them done, yeah. That's all of them.
Actually.
Yeah.
We've got another.
Have we?
award.
Oh, yeah.
We do indeed.
Oh, it's a big one.
It's a big one, isn't it?
It is a big one.
So we'll do a drum roll for the best lead, presentation lead. Apparently, it is, of course, Mr. Ben Moseby. I'm going to come over here and give you your award. We've given you the largest award.
Thank you very much. Oh, look, he's bowing as well. Look, thank you.
There we
thank
go.
you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
On behalf of us all,
Yeah.
we couldn't do it without you, Ben.
Oh, thank you.
In this one, that's why I've gone for the big one.
Thank you.
What would you like to say to everyone?
You could have dusted it.
I know it's a bit dusty, isn't it?
I'd just like to thank everyone for voting for me. I'd like to thank my mum. I'd like to thank my dad. I'd like to thank Laura and the family. I'd like to thank producer Johnny. You're right there. I'd like to also thank Liam as well for all of his help today. Just everybody who voted me for this prestigious award. I really couldn't have done it without you. And I will continue to be, into 2024, your presentation lead, apparently.
Is that all?
Oh, thank you to Craig as well.
Thank
you, Craig, for being the crafty bestie. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too. Yeah, looking forward to this year. Seeing what we've got coming. Whether, of course, it's crafty products, Softcraft products. Really looking forward to it. Been a brilliant year.
It really has been a brilliant year. I can't believe that we've come to the end of 2023. It's absolutely flying over. We're back live on the 2nd of January. When are you back?
I'm back on the 4th of January.
Okay.
I am indeed.
I'm
It's
back
gonna be good.
on the 3rd of January, so we will both see you on those respective days. But what a year it's been. We've got Debbie and Debbie on the 2nd of January. 2023 has been amazing, hasn't it? We've had some amazing shows. We've had some amazing launches. We've had some
Demonstrations as well from the whole team.
stepped up a
Craft
level
awards,
this year, haven't we?
Big time, big time.
Great demonstrations, and the products as well this year, I think, have been up another level.
We may just be going up yet another level though next year.
And we've also had one or two sort of funny moments across the year as well. So to get us ready for 2024 and to wrap up this show, here's a little video with some of the best moments of 2023. That's mine, that is.
No,
Give me
it's
my
mine.
trophy
No,
back.
mine.